All right, call Shalom Hawkins. Back here another day, another week, another second, another minute, another month, another day. Back here to push this word. Okay, the word of Yahawashi and Sham first, before we get into anything. Let's give all praise and glory be unto Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahawashi and Sham. The beloved sons of the apostle, the great millstone, who rule in time of his truth and sincere citation of the brethren, man. Okay, back here another week, man. Okay, your spirit, man. Yahawashi and Sham. All right, Barak Atha. All right. And today's lesson is going to be concerning the topic of grace. Concerning the topic of grace, man, right? Because that window's closing, man. Okay. We can't stress enough how much the prophecies are significant, man. Obviously, when reading about them and going into them, because prophecy is what matters in these last days, man. Right? We're pretty much past the basics, man. Who are the Israelites? Who's Esau? What nation's that? What nation's this? We're pretty much past the basics, man. Really, we're just on props here now, man. Okay? All right? We're on the Karagma, we're on World War III, we're on, Jacob's trouble, all these things, man. So, through your spirit, man, we're going to be going into that. And, yeah, man, we're just going to jump right into it pretty much, man. All right? So, this is 2 Corinthians, okay, chapter 12 and we'll start at verse 7, okay? Actually, no, let's start at verse 6. It says, "For though I desire to glory, I shall not be a fool. For I will say the truth, but now I forbear, lest any man shall think of me above that which he seeth me to be, that he heareth of me." Okay? Verse 7, it says, "Unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh." Okay? Which the thorn in the flesh represents like a sickness, like something like a pain, like say you have a disease, like a crippling disease or disability. You know what I'm saying? All right. Which I think it was. Fuck, man, I can't remember what that saying was, but there's also another reference in the scriptures, man. But basically, man, just to sum it up, so we don't have to go into it, is basically that's what it is. Okay, a thorn in the flesh is like a disability or something. Right? So it's kind of like we have a splinter. It affects. It won't heal until like you take care of it. Right? So thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. Verse 8. "For this is I besought the Lord thrice, and that it might depart from me." Verse 9. It says, "And he said unto me, My grace for thee, for my strength." My strength is made perfect in weakness, okay? Which again, we're in a weakness state, and this is gonna show the power of Jacob, man. Okay, because we're in captivity, man. And how do we come out of this, man? There's no way we come out of this, and this is why we always say we need a miracle, man. We need a miracle to get out of what we're in right now. Okay, and that miracle is gonna be Yahawashi and Shai, of course, man. All right, because no one's gonna believe you when you say, "Oh, so-called UFOs are gonna come and beam us up," and the Lord's only going to save the Israelites. No one's going to believe you, man. This is why this is only for the elect. Okay? This is the direct message for a selected and elected group of people, man. Okay? This is only for the elect. Not even Jake is going to get this, man. Okay? Only the elect. Okay? When I say Jake, I mean the whole nation. Okay? Because when you go back into the past ones, Egypt and Egypt, Samaria, Babylon, all these things, Slovakia, all these empires, okay, what happened? Majority of Jake got delivered, okay? Some died, obviously, but the majority, the vast majority of Jake got delivered, okay? Well, this time the number's going to be even more skewed. The number's going to be even more small, okay? All right? Because there's billions of Jake upon the planet, man, okay? Not even just the ones that look like Jake, but you have there's like foreigners, okay? So again, man, a lot of Jake, you're not going to be spared, man. This is why I wanted to come into this lesson, because again, I just did obviously a sit down before. Coming to camp. I just got off the plantation, but hey, man, a lot of you people are gonna suffer, man. Okay, and that's why the Lord has grace right now, because that's why He has His prophets. The Lord has always had His prophets out before He released that destruction, a tempest, if you will. All right. It says, "For most gladly, therefore, I would rather glorify my infirmities." Okay, is what? The persecution of the flesh. Okay, the infirmity is our our weaknesses in the flesh. us being under the curses, you know, us being an Israelite in society, which is not expedient. You know, there's a whole bunch of laundry lists of, you know, infirmities that we have in the flesh, but Jake still succeeds, you know, all right, which shows our relentless spirit, all right? Because remember, you got to remember, Jake is spiritual before they're carnal, man, you know, right? This is in the power of a Mashiach. This is in the power of a Mashiach, all right? Of a Mashiach rest upon me, which is the spirit, okay? That power is the spirit, okay? Because that's what fuels us. That's what gives us energy. That's what gives us hope and faith, man. It's the spirit, man, okay? Right? You want to know what our secret power is? The spirit, okay? And that's why the Lord said, don't fear them which can destroy the body, okay, but fear them which can destroy your soul, which is who? The Lord. The Lord himself can, you know, torment you everlastingly through the spirit. And he's talking about destroy the body, you know? All right? You can only destroy the body. It says, verse 10, therefore I take pleasure in my infirmities and reproaches is necessary in persecutions, okay? And that's why, like, you know, you'll see some, what is it called? You know, like in the superhero movies, man, I always got to reference this, man. Because we, realistically, man, we're the heroes of the story. Okay, we're the underdog heroes. The heroes are always the underdogs, man. Okay? And then what happens is, the hero beats this villain, beats that villain. And guess what happens? All the villains team up just to take down this one person, man. Okay? That's what it always is, man. Spider-Man. Okay? Spider-Man had the Sinister Six, you know? That man had who? He had Bane, Joker, Scarecrow, Two-Face, all of them gang up on him. That's what it always is, man. The hero always is the underdog. He always comes from nothing. He always comes from, you know, a bad background. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, we're the underdogs in the story, man. Okay? Okay? Right? It says in persecution, right? When you accept the persecution, you know, you accept the situation for what it is. That's how we're gonna get through what we're getting through, man. We accept it for what it is, and we gotta expound upon it, man. All right, we gotta take accountability first, accept it first, and then elevate to the next. All right. So we gotta accept that we went off from the Lord. You know, we're wicked, okay? And then after that, the Lord could, you know, forgive us for what we've done. Okay, put us on that next level. That's why it's talking about glory, man. Okay, before glory or before fame comes what? Humility. Okay, before we get to the kingdom, before we get all that gold, all the women, all the spiritual power, okay, right? The golden mansions and all these beautiful things that are promised to us, we got to go through that humility process. Humility means to be humbled. Okay, so when you go through humility, it means you're being humbled. Right? It says in distress for a Mashiach's sake, for when I am weak, then I'm made strong. And that's when, in prime example, Yahawashi. Okay, when Yahawashi was tempted by the devil, 40 days, 40 nights, when he fasted, he was at his most weakest point. But that's when his strength is shown. Because when you're down and out for your count, when you're beaten down, but you still pull through, you're still resilient, right? You still show your heroics. What happens? That's when people are like, "Well, this man's strong." You know, it's kind of like repetitions. You know, repetition. That's how you show you're strong. Okay, like you have endurance. Okay. Oh yeah, you can do 3. You know, you lift in 300 pounds 3 times. Okay, compared to 8 times, 10 times, 12 times. What happens? That's when you're like, "Oh, this man's strong." You know, because he can keep going even though you're tired, even though you know your legs are tired or whatever. You know, right? That's the same analogy. It says verse 11, I become a fool in glory, ye have compelled me, for I ought to be commended of you. So like you're compelled, for I ought to be commended of you, for nothing I am behind, but to chiefest apostles, through I be nothing, though I be nothing. And that just goes to show you that our righteousness is not looking back. We're nothing, man. Okay? Again, man, even the apostles always say we're still babes in this thing, and realistically, and you can learn something new every day in this truth, man. More history, more precepts, more definition. Man, there's never ending, man. And if you think, oh, I've been in this truth for 10 years, so I know what, man, you're in the wrong spirit, man. Okay? Again, this is why humility comes before glorification, man. Okay? Because you have to know that, again, that's why we're going to be the most perfect rulers, because the Lord didn't give us the kingdom right away, man. Okay, he didn't give us the kingdom right away. We had to go through a humility process, man. We had to know what it's like to be wicked. We know what it had to be like to lose and fail before we win. Okay? Look at Michael Jordan. Look at LeBron. Okay? Look at Stephen Curry. You know? All these players, all these great legendary players, they all lost before they could conquer and win and be at the top. That's how it always goes, man. All right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, we'll get the next one. Right? I don't even know what happened to, because I had this lesson written down, but it's all good. Yeah, man, we got to go through humiliation, man. Okay, and realistically, this is it's gonna be the best story ever because Jake has been knocked down so much. We've been tempted, we've been destroyed, we've done it to ourselves. Hey, man, I don't know if a lot of you know that feeling, but when you've been trying for something so hard, like a job or something, and you keep failing, they don't accept you, and then you really proud of it, you really worked on it, you upgraded yourself so much, and then finally they accept you, man. That's the best feeling in the world. All right, that's the best feeling in the world. All right, that's how we gonna be when we get into the kingdom. That's how we gonna be when we get on them chairs, Lord willing. Okay, for the elect in general, whoever the elect may be, that's how they're gonna feel. Okay, because, hey man, you're like, oh man, I went through all this hell, all this BS. I was in captivity, I was in this, I was in that, And then finally, guess what? Okay, finally, guess what? The Lord delivers you. Okay, the Lord delivers you, man. Okay, and after, man, what's on them chairs? Them curses is gone. Okay, because you're gonna be renewed, man. Okay. You're going to be renewed, okay? All right? You're going to be renewed. Obviously, we've been renewed to the spirit, but physically, on a physical standpoint, we're going to be renewed as well, okay? Okay, we got to be changed, man. That's what this grace period is for. This grace period is so we can come back. We can bring back the elect, okay? Because the elect is wicked too, all right? But they're the only ones that's going to come back into the fold. They're the only ones that's going to repent, okay? So Ephesians chapter 2, and we'll start at verse 3. It says, among whom we also had our conversation in the times past, in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. But Yahawah, who is rich in mercy, the Lord is rich in mercy. And this is why you have to learn the art of mercy. Okay? I was gonna do a video today on wise men fall 7 times. I'll probably do that tomorrow in transit again. But hey, man, the wise man fall 7 times, man. Okay, that's why when you see your brother, man, that's why I always say through the spirit. But when you look at the brothers in the truth, man, you got to see yourself, man. Okay, hey, man, if that was me, I probably would feel too. Shit, bring the brother up, man, build him up. Okay, you'd want it done to you, right? When you're down and out, when you're heartbroken. Okay, when you're not having as much faith as that brother the other day, you would want him to build you up. You would want him to hype you up. Like they say in the world, a hype man. Okay, well, there's a hype man in the truth too. That's why the brothers are there. That's why they're there. Okay, right? That's crazy. All right, right. So it says. Verse 4, but Yahawah, who is rich in mercy, for his great love, whereas he loved us. And that's why it says the Lord is rich in mercy, meaning he has a lot of mercy. When someone's rich, they have a lot of something, right? When they're wealthy, they have an abundance of it. So the Lord has an abundance of mercy. That's why you always see the Lord. Okay, the Lord's what? Always forgiving. Okay? No matter what we've done all up to this point, the Lord is what? Always forgiving us, right? So again, this is why the Lord is an example. Okay? All right? Verse 5, even when we were dead in sin. Okay, God. I gotta reset the video.